So on the album we're working on right now, there's a lot of nostalgia for me in doing some of these records. Having Swoop and Wit, push themselves creatively to be able to accommodate a Southern artist has been pretty cool to be around. But the nostalgia for me is growing up, listening to dudes who would shout out my neighborhood, and so for me to be talking about where I'm from, 285, Riverdale, and hearing dudes like T.I. talk about the same stuff, or Big Boy, or Killer Mike, or Bubba Sparks, College Park, and East Point, all these places that I knew. And so in high school I really gravitated towards and listened to what these dudes were saying, because they were speaking my language. They were talking about the places that I knew and were familiar with, and so for me it's tight to be able to do the same thing, but do it in a way that brings life as opposed to death, that glorifies life as opposed to glorifying things that ultimately will lead to death. And so for me, on the album I got a song called Bloodlines where I talk about, this stuff is in me, you know what I'm saying, just as much as my blood is running through my veins. And so for me it's like, I got a line where I say, Riverdale is my bloodline, that's Cabbagetown, that's Ormwood, that's East Atlanta, that's 85, that's Flint River, that's Homewood, where I'm from, what raised me. So this rapper stuff, it don't faze me. I was built for this, but I love the Lord, so I won't compromise for the mainstream. And in that, I'm just saying, man, like, I'm embracing this, this is who I am. This stuff is as much a part of me as my skin and you know what I'm saying, like everything about me. But at the same time, like, I do love Jesus, and he has changed me. And so bringing a different perspective, but at the same time embracing all of these things that kind of created me to a certain extent and made me want to do hip-hop in the first place. So that's one of the cool things about the album for me, is trying to be authentic as a person and give myself to the listener, and not hold anything back. So you get me, you know what I'm saying? You get me from 10 years ago, but you also get the me of today who loves Jesus. And I think it's gonna create something cool for the album, for the listeners. It could be a unique experience that I don't necessarily know. I don't wanna say I'm doing it first, but it's fun to feel like I'm doing something for the first time. So, maybe I'm not, maybe I am, but I like the direction this stuff is going right now.